Diksha, Wasim, Wasim, are you available? Okay. Parul,
Yeah, sir, it's my opinion is that people save the tree.
sorry, can you say again?
People needs to save the tree.
Oh yeah, nice. Godavari,
Yes, yes, sir. So the picture depicts, like according to my opinion, it's the love for the nature and the trees. Like the man is,
yeah, correct. So yeah, all of you are correct in every way, and this is about like getting our connection to the natural world. It also depicts like when we say Taru Mitra, friends of trees. So when you meet your friend, what you do? You hug them, right? So yeah, this is and it can when we hug a friend, it can be depicted as a protection for my friend. I want to protect my friend. I want to be with them. I want to express. I want to have compassion with them, right? So yeah, this all things are correct. So greetings, a formal greetings, everyone. In fact, greetings, cousins. So in Dharmitra, we call ourselves cousins. We have a theory of cousinship. We will explore hopefully today or tomorrow throughout the conversation. Let's see. So as we say, one of the reason to be a cousin is like everybody, you, me, and birds, trees, elephants, all other living beings are community on the same earth, right? When we say community, we talk about only people living in our society. But when we see like the whole world as the earth as a community, when we see the universe at its vastness, then earth is a very small place in the universe. So when we see a larger picture, yes, we are a small community. Yeah. We even don't know is there any other life elsewhere or not. And even on Earth, life on Earth is the end result of big cooperative endeavor, where we have a symbiotic relationship with many of these living creatures, right? Can we live without trees? Of course not. In India, however, we worship trees, and in Dharmitra, we appreciate the earth, starting with hugging our tree friends. Loving the earth means protecting biodiversity and all forms of life. These are some celebrations we do in our campus. This is some uh, Holi. Holi to is coming, hopefully in a month's time, right? So it's a gesture of love to our tree brothers. This is one of the campaign we did year like early when there were no poles and the hoarding system. So people would be putting their posters on the trees with the name. So we had this a campaign where we removed all the posters which were on trees just to ensure they are safe and they are not in pain. So here's a small story of Dharmitra Friends of Trees. We are a 35-year-old students movement. A person on the back you can see standing there is Father Robert Ethical. He, he is the one founded Dharmitra with few students from Loyola High School somewhere in 1988. And the reason was like once North India had over 1,400 different species of trees. However, only 25 varieties are available in our locality today. These were the group of students who started Tarumitra in 1988. And since then, Tarumitra students are trying to conserve as many species as possible of trees. Because the more species of trees you have, more other beings will be there. And it is more good for environment also, at least for the air that we breathe. This place, what you can see in the image, was a rice field like this in 1996. And this place we did at the center, we decided to make at this corner of our place. This is the main building, the center building, and it's called Uttayan. We network with over 2,000 schools and colleges in the country, and few colleges abroad as well. He is Father Tony Kandana. He is currently director of Tarumitra. He also engages with students. He was a botanist. He studied botany. So he knows a lot about trees. So whenever he gets a chance to, connect with students, he would go around in our forest, talk to the student, tell them about different trees, different plants, and their specifications as well. So it's very nice to interact with him sometimes. He is Father Rennie, and he is assistant director of Father Tony right now in Tarumitra. She is Devapriya Datta. She is also a volunteer, and she majorly works on networking with few colleges and government organizations and other NGOs. Also, she works with a lot of schools, of course, yes. And he is Mr. Jerry, one of our employee. He is administrator of Tarumitra right now. And these are some students. We also love our Mother Earth. In fact, we celebrate her. And this is some programs we organize with student members in our campus. We play, we dance, we also offer arati to the trees. And when it's needed, we come out on the streets to protect the Mother Earth and trees as well. We celebrate Raksha Bandhan with trees. A little bit about the ashram. The students have been building a bio reserve. So this is the top view of Tarumitra now. I showed you earlier a picture when it was paddy filled in 1996. And this is what it looks after 35 years. This other one was a drone image. This is a satellite image of our place right now. And as you can see, this is the center area. So a dream of students, Tarumitra Bio Reserve has come into place. A place to love earth, where everything is done by the students, carefully building roads brick by brick. On weekends, we organized camp for school students, college students. They would come, they would work, they would make this place, make roads, plant trees, and dig some ponds. Not only students, but teachers also, and everybody who volunteer would come and contribute to what they can. And now, like, it's all green all around. And we have like 450 different species of trees in our campus. It's a 10-acre campus, completely like a forest. And almost just because we have 450 different species of trees and plants in our campus, we also have varieties of birds because there is a food available throughout the season for them. So once you come to Tirumitra, you may see at least 8 to 10 species anytime. However, so far we have recorded nearly 35 to 38 species of birds in our campus. And in the middle of the forest, we live and work for biodiversity. Our buildings are energy efficient and open to nature. This is the way we built our brick, just leaving a 4-inch gap between the outer brick and the inner brick. This ensures that the building is cooled in summer. And this is a small, like 6,000 square foot floor. And we used a recycled, like not recycled, but the broken tiles which were thrown away, which people generally don't use. So we collected all those tiles, broken tiles from roadsides, and we used them in our campus. So yeah, this is more like we wanted to set a model of recycling. So this is that. And this is one of the buildings we have. Its name is Anita Kutir. So we had some students from Zamorano University. Zamorano is a place in South America. And they were given a task to make a window for this building. So they used all kind of bottles which were available. And they made windows like this. So this is because we have bottles and like glass bottles and plastic bottles. So it gives like, it allows daylight to come inside your room. So you don't need a bulb or a tube light in the daytime. We also have like 6.4 kilowatts of electricity generating from solar since last 24 years. 28 years. Yeah, 96 we started. So almost 28 years. The solar panels are working. And we also recycle our waste water in our own campus. This is the recycled water. The way it is recycled is like a very simple process of sedimentation. We have multiple sedimentation tanks. And we have a special plant called budge grass or marsh grass that filters the smelly nutrients from our gray water. So once they are eaten by the roots of this marsh grass, the water after that is pretty clean and good, healthy enough for fishes to survive. Not survive, just live better. And Tirumitra also has a UN consultative status with United Nations. And these are some students who went to UN, met people from different part of the world, and experienced, learned their concerns and shared our concerns. Also discussed various ideas that could be implemented. And in Norway, like in 2009, a girl from UP, a Tirumitra student, she was selected to represent Asia Pacific region of the junior board. She is the girl in the middle. Her name is Yuga Ratna Srivastava. She is right now, I think she's working with the UN Youth Club. And here I have a small video of her. I'll just play and then we will talk thereafter.
a representative of the future generation, Miss Yugratna Srivatava, age 13, from India.
Respected UN Secretary General Mr. Ban Ki-moon, honorable dignitaries in August Assembly, I'm 13 years young Yugratna from organization Tarun Mitra, meeting Friends of Trees, an NGO with 1,600 high schools involved in promoting environmental awareness. I feel privileged to represent children and youth, the 3 billion of the world population in the summit. I'm so much concerned about climate change because I don't want our future generations to question us, just as I'm questioning the need for more concrete action on climate change today. We received a clean and a healthy planet from our ancestors, and we are gifting a damaged one to our successors. What sort of justice is this? Honorable Excellencies, we need to call for an action now. We have to protect the earth, not just for us, but for our future generations. If not here, then where? If not now, then when? If not us, then who?
So I hope the audio was pretty clear for you all. However, I have this last three questions that he asked. If not here, then where? If not now, then when? And if not us, then who? It's been 15 years she asked these questions at United Nations. However, I still believe these questions are relevant and much more prominent than it was ever before. Because now we are feeling climate change. We are experiencing it in our lives. And this is what Arav said when he was introducing himself. We have a paddy field also, like a small 1.5 acre patch of paddy field, where students used to come from various schools and they would help us do the plantation of paddy. When it is a harvesting season, these are some interns from other countries who are also helping us, and these are students from various schools. And when is the season to harvest, again we receive a lot of students support to harvest the paddy. And then is the fun time when students join to thrash the paddy. That is, I think, I have seen a lot of enjoyment when kids do this. Then we have some other activities also in our campus, like students like you that join us in our campus to support our nursery. We have a small nursery because we keep planting trees, especially in monsoon season. So if you want to plant a like 3 feet or 4 feet small tree, then you need to grow them. You need to, as we have a lot of trees in our campus, so every now and then we will have some seeds falling down. So students will come, they will collect those seeds, they will fill these plastic pots with mud, and they will plant some seeds in them. And slowly and gradually they will grow, and in monsoon season we will go and plant them outside. Some students, these are some students, they are designing some campaign for our programs. These are some college students doing some activities. Then we also do like outdoor activities. We come and practice some dance, and we go out, we dance, we attract people, we share our message, we do some flash mobs. Also, we engage, like we do other activities with colleges and students, and we go out on the streets, we talk, we discuss, not only discuss, but we express also. And sometimes these are some students. You can see we also go out for some cleanup drives. Then we had some program, campaign wherein the school students were making, painting a part of a cloth like this, and the college students will stitch them and make into a cloth bag. And this was the eco-brick idea that we took it to the Bihar State Pollution Control Board and also to the municipal corporation. Just some students feeling eco-brick. We wanted to make a small hut, but lately we realized that this is not a very safe option because the house can get burned with a small, electric shock or anything. So we decided to give it up, and we gave all the eco bricks to this organization. Like they recycle plastic, various kinds of plastic. In fact, all sorts of plastic are not only recycled, some of them which can be recycled, they are recycled, and others which cannot be recycled, they are downcycled to make some final product. So yeah, any which way that is better than just letting them allow into the environment. So we gave away almost a half a ton of plastics to them. And this is one of the campaign we did like twice on Holika Dahan. So as you can see, these are the garbage. Generally, Holi's would be there in a month, hopefully. And in few days, you will start seeing something getting piled up on the middle of a road somewhere in our cities like this. And you will also see a lot of other things into it, which should not be burned. So like plastics and other things. So we did a campaign, and this was the slogan, "Arja ki pavitrata nibhayenge, plastic tire nahi chalenge." So this was our campaign, and this local kids. So we decided to go ahead and remove all those plastics and tires from few of the places wherever it was possible, and we received some support from this kids, local kids. And we also received a support from Patna Municipal Corporation. They came and they took away all the plastic waste. These are some volunteers and students. This is I think last year, Environment Day, we did a small campaign wherein we collected a lot of newspaper bags and we distributed them in the local market of Digha. This is another plantation drive we did last year in Sinha Library. They are celebrating their 100th year, centenary year. So yeah, so we went there and we just to congratulate them. We planted some like 25, 30 Kashnar trees. Kashnar is a state flower of Bihar. As you can see, some students. We also clean our garbage in our own campus also with the help of some students. Sometimes these are some volunteers enjoying after some work in the farm. Well, our present concern is everybody we see when we talk about environment, climate change, global warming, pollution. Everybody knows it. Everybody is aware about it. None of us are like ignorant or unaware. There's a lot of awareness. Everybody knows. The problem is awareness is not translating into actions. It's very same thing. Like I know as a student, I know if I don't study throughout the year, it would be tough during the exams. Yes? Can I expect some response?
Yes, sir.
Sleeping.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But we tend to do the same, like we tend to just get serious only when the exams comes over our head. Same is with the environment, I think. Well, this is what our parents say. No? जब एग्जाम आएगा तभी पढ़ाई करेंगे. तो पेरेंट्स का भी तो वही हाल है. इतना सब कुछ हो रहा है, but they are not worried. They know, but they are not worried. They are not taking actions. ना वो ले रहे हैं और उनको देख के तो हम भी नहीं ले रहे। तो हमने सिर्फ एग्जाम के समय में जब मुसीबत आएगी तो ज्यादा काम करेंगे। किससे सीखे? पेरेंट्स ही तो सीखे। तो क्या करें? तो तरुण मित्र में हम लोग आजकल कुछ छोटी मोटी चीजों पे काम करते हैं, जैसे SDGs, सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स हैं, 18 goals in that. So we sometimes will talk about some of them. We will talk about the environmental legislations, maybe in India or in other countries, or international legislation on environment. We will talk on that. We will also talk some best practices that people can do to, have a lesser impact, or maybe a better positive impact. We will also try to identify the stakeholders, because of whom we are facing the challenges. And we will also try to, discuss their roles and responsibilities, what they are supposed to do, and what they are, unless you know what they are supposed to do, how would you define they are doing it or not? So it's very important to know anybody's roles. Like, you need to know the stakeholder. अगर कुछ गड़बड़ी है तो उसके लिए कौन जिम्मेदार, तो वो क्यों जिम्मेदार है, उसने क्या करना था जो उसने नहीं किया, right? And then maybe we will also design some campaigns. I'm sure you people may have some good ideas of your own. So maybe we'll listen to those ideas. We'll try to learn. Also, I'm sure you may have some of your own campaigns. So we may help you design some campaigns if you want. And try to make a small change in behavior. And that would come from change in our attitude. And it will definitely lead to a change. We need all these three things together. And we'll also try to explore livelihood opportunities in this environmental sector. Because, yeah, all of us are studying because we want to make a living. We want to make an earning for our living. तो काम तो सिर्फ ऐसा ही है कि इससे environment खराब होगा. But today there are a lot of opportunities. Because इतनी ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम बढ़ गई है pollution को, पर्यावरण को, environment को लेकर के, there are fields of opportunity like green opportunities, जहाँ पे बहुत सारी चीजें लोग आज के डेट में एनवायरनमेंट को बचाने के लिए बहुत सारे रिसर्च कर रहे हैं, बहुत सारे नए नए प्रोडक्ट्स आ रहे हैं जो कि एनवायरनमेंट फ्रेंडली है, तो सर्विसेज हैं विच आर एनवायरनमेंट फ्रेंडली. सो वी विल आल्सो ट्राई टू लुक इनटू दोस एरियाज ताकि आपके लिए भी कुछ इस तरह के काम आप कर पाए कि आप जब अर्निंग करें तो उससे एनवायरनमेंट का नुकसान ना हो बल्कि उसका फायदा हो. So coming to our roles and responsibilities as an intern, so we have to be a part of alternate day meeting, online meeting, 1 hour, 3 days in a week at least. We will, whatever campaigns we want to design or whatever campaigns which are happening or whatever activities which are going on, we will contribute to them. We will try to read new things, discuss, and develop a common understanding of the campaign that we will be doing in this HC4CC. HC4CC stands for Habit Change for Climate Change. And there could be anything that we could do together around it. We would also work maybe upon develop presentations, poetry, stories, short films, concept note around this campaign of like how we can make our society, our community to like bring a change in their habit. Because unless we change our habit, climate is not going to change. Because climate has changed because of these habits. This habit needs to go away. then maybe we'll also try to do like, because we'll need a bigger team in future. So maybe we'll also try to build a capacity building material for students, volunteers who can learn about our campaign and they can, replicate. And if they are interested, we can do a capacity building program to like enhance their skills on our campaign. We can design an outreach campaign with them, those volunteers and students. And then we can conduct it online, offline in the city, any city. We also need to submit our weekly engagement reports. I'm sure Harsh Nidhi will talk about that later, maybe. And I want you to like practice eco-bricking and promote it into your community, locality, and institutions you are engaged with, like your college. Eco-bricking is a very nice idea, I think. At least it doesn't allow plastics to flow away or fly away in the environment. And later you can just give it to the recyclers and they will take care of it. We also need some of you people who can help us in managing our social media handles. Sometimes it could look like this. From your perspective, it could be 6. From my perspective, it could be 9. But it's just different where we stand. So once we have conflict, we will try to exchange our positions. So I can see 6 and you can see 9. Any questions? Anyone?
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
This is not a question, but is confused. I want to know that it's a kind of we are here to spread awareness about recycle, reduce this type of things without harming our environment. Producing something without harming our environment, protectively for our future generation, something like that.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
But let's do see. I'm not sure what we will be doing later after this internship. But what do you think is the problem? Do you think there is climate change happening? Do you believe there is a problem of pollution?
Yes, global warming, temperature rise every year.
Yeah. So
Summers are
what is
getting hotter and
here
hotter.
to tackle it?
Excuse me?
What would, if you know, I'm sure if you know all these things, then I'm sure you may also have some idea. Maybe it could be a small idea. Maybe it could be an insane idea.
Something like that. You can plant more trees, like neem or something tulsi, this type of plants that are good for our health. Or you can use something different manures over our fertilizers.
Correct?
You can go
Anything.
environment friendly.
I'm sorry, Wasim, can you repeat that?
We can go environment friendly over artificial chemicals like manures, cow dung. These are stuff that can be used.
Yeah, correct. So there are so many things that we can do. And I'm so sorry for that. And let's see कि क्या कर सकते हैं. I think there were few people. I was talking, Banjit was sharing with me. Some of you have some ideas of your own. I think they were the law students, Arav and Godavari.
Yeah, actually, they two were talking about the research program that they want to do here in some
Okay,
field.
what
Udavdi,
is
can you
that? What is?
can you come up?
Yes, sir. We can do some project works regarding some environmental laws or for the communities, indigenous communities. We have some ideas as we can, and the topics are like environmental justice for the indigenous communities, and also developing the legal toolkit for the NGOs and organizations to frame the law. No, not frame the law, to help in legislation of the framing of the law by giving some ideas or some concrete ideas so that the steps could be taken.
Oh, nice. So do you have any further like any how it will flow? If we want to
So
do some,
we,
but we need to start from somewhere and then we will reach.
yes, sir. Like, so like we can publish if our research work or if our project would be like if we will achieve our purpose or the aim of this project, if it will get published in some journals, like so yeah, that's the first step or the basic step. Like that will from that we will move forward.
But for that, we'll have to do the research.
Yes, so we'll do research on the present laws, the present situation of the communities that are falling victim to the climate change. We'll do groundwork also and the laws, and we'll look into it what can be done, like what in laws like even Motor Vehicles Act, what can be plugged into the Motor Vehicles Act so that the climate change cause becomes convenient and not something
Nice.
very
So
alien
we
like climate change law, not something very alien, but we can assimilate different aspects into different laws, the small changes in different laws.
yes, so by highlighting some potential loopholes in our existing rules and regulations.
Nice. I think Harsh Nidhi Ranjan would be a good help to you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
He is your senior, so you can always look into him for that. Nice. So as let's proceed a little further with our presentation. So are you guys in? Can I have yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we have to do like few things. We have to like have a like make three things, and we have to make an informed choice of these three things. Informed choice of our action, informed choice of our behavior, and informed choice of our habit. What do we know? What do we mean by informed choice of our action, behavior, or habit? Like, if whatever actions we do, if I eat, that is one action, right? I won't feel hungry thereafter. If I am not hungry, I would not be able to eat. I would not be able to eat. Suppose like if I just already had supper, can I have supper again? No. So we know that we would not be able to do that action again. So we did, like we can do it. So we should know how to do it, and we should be able to make a choice of our actions. If many of our actions or things we do in everyday life, actions, behavior, or our habits, it is impacting this environment, maybe in a positive way or maybe in a negative way. But if we learn what actions are giving, like putting on a negative impact, and which are putting a positive impact, then maybe we would be able to, make a better choice of our action, and maybe then we would be able to say, yes, if I do this, better will happen. But if we don't know what actions will have positive impact or a negative impact, can we make informed choice? Or can we just make a choice when we don't even know? So I think that is one of the centered areas that I would like you to work upon in your life also. Not only for the environment, but this is also for to be a better person, to be a better employee or employer. Yeah. Because if you're an employer and you have some employees, your behavior towards them can make them happy or make them worse, which will again have impact on your business. Right? So this is all what we have for now. And these are our, I think, social media handles. So I would suggest you to please, maybe if you can take a screenshot, you can do that and share, don't share, but at least look into our social media handles. And maybe in 2 days, you people can come up with what you find like inappropriate in our social media handles, and share your suggestions in our common WhatsApp group. Today is what day? What day? It's Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday, Saturday. On Saturday, can we expect all of you, the new interns, to check this handle and just see what is not good or what needs improvement or what could be improvised in our social media handles? So maybe we can get a better reach, and whatever we are doing can get to more people. Can we do that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Sure.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's all from my end. Over to Harshnithi. Harsh, are you there?
I'm sorry, sir. I just for a few seconds I was not there. So yeah, sir. Actually, I was going to play sir like in 10-15 minutes. So that is I was coordinating for 5 minutes.
Okay. So I think I'm done with the orientation part. So what is next? Shall we call it a night then?
So, sir, probably it's too late, but I guess we had Naina to discuss about the newsletter, and I would have discussed about the ESGT. So, then we can ask everyone if they're okay, then we can continue. Otherwise, we would have it some other day. Hello.
Nana, what's your say?
So the interns, if they're okay, because it's 9:55, so.
They started pretty late. Nana, are you available?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay. So क्या आज के लिए छुट्टी करें हम लोग? कल या परसों बात करें?
ओके सर, आई थिंक फ्रेश सिरे से शुरू करेंगे तो मे बी सबको ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट आए. अभी मे बी जाने की लगी होगी सबको.
Correct. So
हाँ
let's do a meeting on Saturday, और सैटरडे तक ये लोग अपना एक हमें सोशल मीडिया का हमारा एक रिपोर्ट भी बता देंगे ये लोग कि क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम है उस पे, एंड देन वी कैन स्टार्ट विद योर डिस्कशन ऑन न्यूज़लेटर्स, एंड मे बी हर्षित कैन डू हिज ES.
हाँ चल चल हाँ
Yeah.
Yeah sir, like I am up for discussing. I still have like 1 hour before I actually enter the field. So अभी बस बाहर निकलना है because out timing हो जाएगा 10 बजे तो otherwise अगर
Okay.
interns को है कि they want to stay today और finish कर दें so that it gets started
नहीं,
अभी
I
फिर
think
3-4
it's already too late. It's
हाँ
let's keep it for
ठीक है
Saturday.
okay sir okay also sir 2-3 people have not joined so by that time I'll get to know their status in terms of
Sure.
their interest so अगर होगा तो उसी दिन को वो कर देंगे but they missed your briefing so I think दोबारा मौका नहीं मिलेगा ये जल्दी
The briefing already has been uploaded on the YouTube. Right? This is live, so if they want, they can see from our YouTube channel.
ठीक है
Sorry.
ठीक है
मंजित क्या बोला आपने?
Actually, मैं बोल रहा था कि हमारी ऑफकोर्स ये मीटिंग लाइव है तो चाहे तो YouTube से भी देख सकते हैं वो।
या मे बी आप इसका लिंक अगर शेयर कर देंगे ग्रुप में तो उन लोग के लिए बढ़िया रहेगा.
Yeah. And yeah, of course, those who are getting late, thank you for your presence. I think it's already going to be 10, so good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.